Dear students, today in lecture 3 we are going to study about primary metabolites under unit 5. Myself Dr. Raju Arwadekar. Now under plant products, the third category of plant products today we are going to study is natural allergens. In lecture 2 already we have discussed about hallucinogens and teratogens as natural plant products. Now what are these natural allergens or plant allergens? Dear students, we know very well that allergy can be caused by n number of compounds. So plants are one of them. So plant products do responsible for producing n number of allergens or allergenic reactions. So before knowing this plant allergen, we should know what is allergy or hypersensitivity, which is considered as an untoward immunological reaction towards an antigen, which is called as allergy. So whenever any allergic component comes in your body, okay, immediately the antigens are produced in our body cells, and then that fights or that killing with that of antibodies which have been brought through that allergy causing components, and thereby the allergy causes or it leads to allergy, which is seen in terms of various symptoms like itching or say redness of skin, redness of eyes, sneezing, coughing, and so on. So in some cases allergic reaction leads to disease. Otherwise it is the most of the cases remains cause effect relationship. It is also called as untoward in the sense that it causes tissue damage during the immunological response exhibited by the body. So there are n number of allergens which are responsible for this type of allergic reactions. So these plants are the known. So my dear students, many people are hyper allergic or allergic towards some brinjal like fruits. Many are like banana like fruits. Some are peanuts. So towards peanuts, whenever they consume such type of plants or vegetables, their body leads to allergic reactions. Even in some cases it's become very serious up to anaphylactic shock. So not only plant allergens but there are some fungi, there are some insects, food items that are also responsible for this allergic reaction. And why it is responsible to study allergenic extract? Because if we know what is the causative component for that allergy, then that causative compound can be prepared in a drug form so that it can be injected to a person before testing the type of allergy. So when it is tested in form of that extract, when it is tested in that animals or human being, then if at all the human body gives some untoward reaction immediately, then the drug should be banned or contraindicated to that human body. Therefore, these allergenic extracts are required to be studied. A number of natural substances or their extracts have allergenic reactions, and they are employed in diagnosis and treatment of allergy. That is the main significance behind study of plant allergens and allergenic extracts. Then dust and pollens are the most common allergens, and the other known allergens are from various fungi, insects, foods items. The chemical nature of allergens are diversified and yet to be correctly identified. In general, the chemical nature of those known allergens seems to be proteinous or glycoproteinous in nature, and normally they have 5,000 to 40,000 molecular Dalton units of molecular weight. Many allergenic substances constitute more than one allergen, and depending on such content vary in their allergenic potency and called major or minor allergens. A number of allergenic extracts are used for the diagnosis of allergy by employing various tests. They normally are administered in the form of aqueous or glycerinated product using normal saline or 50% of glycerin as diluent. These extracts are added with preservatives like phenol 0.4% and then further adjusted to pH 8. Allergy may also caused by heat or cold. Please note it down. This is very important, which is also called a physical allergy, while the change in climatic condition give rise to environmental allergy. Some allergies are also associated with anger and frustration, which are referred to as psychosomatic allergies. Now we will study about classification of allergens. The allergens are generally classified on the basis of the specific mode of administration or introduction in the body, in by which route they get administered in our body, and therefore they produce some allergic reaction. So based on that, they are classified into 5 terms, that is inhalants. So if at all they are inhaled through, like pollen grains, if at all they are inhaled through dust or air through the nasal cavity, then it becomes an inhalant. So pollens, dust, molds, animal danders, they lead to production of allergic reaction. Ingestants, if at all they get ingested like medications like nuts or fish or any food items, that also leads to ingestant type of plant allergens. Injectants, if at all they are injected like sting of honeybee, some medications that may lead to injectants allergy. Contactants through skin contact, they are infestants if at all through wound or through some infestations, these plant allergens can be infected, and there are so many examples for that. Now we will study classification of allergenic extracts. So from this above slide, different mode of ingest or mode of allergens, okay, based on that we can also easily find out what type of allergens that we can produce the allergenic extract out of it. So immunotherapy of allergic reaction is carried out by administration of gradually increasing dose of allergens until the tolerance is developed by patient to the allergens. This is known as hyposensitization reaction or process. Therefore, allergenic extracts are the unique products and a special license is required for their manufacture. They consist of heterogeneous compositions and unreliable standards of potency. So pollen extract, which are produced from pollen grains, fungal extract from the specific fungal species, strain, dust extract, insect extract, food extract, and miscellaneous extracts which have been produced. Now, what is the generalized method of preparation of this allergenic extract? After properly identifying the specific type of allergens, various stages involved in the preparation of allergenic extracts. These are grinding, defatting, extraction, and standardization. The allergenic substance used for making allergenic extract is obtained from commercial supplier and checked for its quality as well as purity. Further, it is dehydrated properly and converted to fine powder by grinding. The whole material defatted by using petroleum ether or solvent ether, and lastly extracted for 24 to 72 hours with sterile, pyrogen-free, buffered saline solution in a cold room. This is the general guideline for preparation of this sterile allergenic extracts. The extract is filtered and subjected to dialysis for removing irritants, if any, or coloring matters, if any, and then concentrated and subjected to lyophilization for the preparation of freeze-dried extract, same as that of vaccines. The allergenic extracts for allergies for pollens, dust, fungi, food and insects are available for use. So this is how the preparation is carried out. Whereas strict aseptic procedures are followed during the complete procedure. It may from grinding, then defatting, extraction, and so on. So at each and every step, this whole process is carried out under the strictly aseptic conditions. The process is carried out in cold room owing to thermolabile nature of many allergens, and sterilization is done by simple filtration process. Nitrocellulose 0.05 micron filter paper or filter mesh is used. After this, sterility testing is done both for aerobic and anaerobic microorganisms. The standards of allergenic extracts are expressed in the form like weight by volume, pollen units, protein nitrogen units, total nitrogen units. Mind it well, very, very important. So, in this lecture, in 10 minutes of lecture, we studied about the plant product, that is natural allergen. This is a new avenue for the discovery and development of drugs, which are very important drugs like natural allergens and allergenic extract to be used for checking or for diagnosis and testing of allergic reactions in particular human subjects. So this is very important one, plant products. So dear students, in examination, in university examination, the question might be asked like, write a note on plant allergens or allergenic extract with suitable example or write a method of preparation or manufacturing of plant allergenic extracts. There is no specific for plant allergenic extract, but other allergenic extract can also be prepared by the same method of extraction, or say grinding, then defatting, extraction, and then preparation method. So best of luck, dear students. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for this video, and share as much as possible. Thank you very much.